If I said to you that the birth of the pneumatic flipper as we know it started in the small village of Mickfield, just 5 miles from Stowmarket in Suffolk, you'd say, obviously, because I know Robot Wars, but there'd be a lot of people that would laugh at me too. But it's true. In said small village lived the godfather of flippers, inventor and former speedway rider Rex Garrod, and his pioneering powerhouse simply named Cassius. Rex Garrod's time in Robot Wars started with his first flipper bot, Recyclops, and made it all the way to the grand final, but what Rex is so well known and so well endeared for now would be the poster child for the second series of Robot Wars. Rex was the originator in a lot of things regarding Robot Wars, and the sport as a whole. He was the first to really take on the house robots for fun, something that we would see more regularly as the show evolved from series to series, and was the first in the UK series to actually use a self-writing mechanism. And let's be honest there hasn't been many bots that could self-write as stylishly as Cassius could, and that's why it was so shocking to so many of us that its defeat to the eventual champion's panic attack in the final meant that nearly unequivocally the best robot in the series never got its just desserts. But Rex ultimately didn't care. It didn't matter to him that he lost in the first round, or lost in the final. His desire to get kids into robotics and into trying things out like Robot Wars was much more important to him. Sadly, his time at Robot Wars was short-lived after a string of safety incidents during Series 3 meant that in its second round fight against Pussycat, it threw the fight by driving into the pit backwards as a form of protest. While Cassius and Cassius 2's time in Robot Wars was short, it didn't mean that it was the end of Cassius as an entity. Rex Garrod would have a stint in the UK live scene where Cassius 3, the only rear-hinged flipper of the incarnations, would make appearances in events until its final event in Colchester in 2007. But none have the same legacy as the first Cassius. The iconic black and yellow livery, the self-writing style, the house robot attacking, the friendly face that always accompanied the menacing robot, Cassius, for such a short time in the sport, has stood out and shone so brightly. Cassius is still occasionally brought out for events as recently as 2022, where it put on a surprise display at that year's RoboNerd event. The robot also made an appearance at Rex Garrod's funeral in 2019, solidifying the legacy that both it and the man who made it will always have.
Robot use. Prepare yourselves.